Hello, everybody. Welcome. I'm so happy that you could be here today joining us for this huge transformational process. So this is going to be 15 minutes of Alchemy Transmission. I'm your host today, Desiree. I am so happy to be here. I will be your channel, your angelic support, etc. Oh, there we go. Raising that energy already. I love how that's even starting. So let's just start with the basic. What is alchemy? Alchemy itself is very transformative energies. Look at that DNA upgrade. Very good. Very transformative energies. Now, just a little bit of background for me. I met a man who introduced me to these formulas, and to these Alchemy Wands that we'll be using today. And let me just tell you about the very first time that I was introduced to them. Him and I would play this game, and he would basically hand me a wand and say, "What do you feel?" Now, prior to touching one of these wands, I could feel bolts of electricity coming out of my fingers. I thought that was pretty awesome. From there, I touched the wand. The webbing inside of my fingers immediately filled in, and it was like rocket boosters, like of energy coming out. My mind was blown. I was like, whoa, that's awesome. I was like, that totally just upgraded my hands. And the guy goes, look at the name of the wand. And I look at the name of the wand and it says Healing Hands Wizard. Like, mind is blown. Like, are you kidding me? That's like the most major upgrade as quick as I possibly could. Like, holy moly, that is magical. Since then, I began working with him and the wands that he had, so on and so forth. I met the group out of Australia that actually work with them, and they're looking to expand it within the US. So that being said, I'm here today to introduce you to some of those wands, some of those ways to really transform your life using energy, right? We're going to start off with those wands that are about clearing our fields, right? Clearing our auras, getting all that gunk out, right? So let's clean that slate. So today is going to be all about cleaning our beings, cleaning our auras, all of that. So let's just get started. What we need today, I just ask you to have a glass of water. We're going to use that as transmission today. If you have some of the wands, that's great. That's excellent. If you don't, you can head over to my website. You can order those. They do take a while to get in, so you can order those. And as soon as they're available, I'll get them shipped to you. Thank you. The guides are saying thank you. That being said, if you don't, that's perfectly okay. We're just going to use that water that you have in front of you as the transmission tool. Okay, so let's get started. We're going to start off with what's called the Invasion Wizard ARR 260. Now, this is about clearing anything within your field that does not belong there, right? Anything that's invading. We're going to take this wand, if you have it. We're going to take our water. We're going to get it tapped 3 times. That's going to transmute that energy within that water. Now, if you don't have the wand, that's okay. Place both hands on either side of that water and just set your intention. May we please use this water to transmute the energy of the alchemy. Thank you, the guides say, so thank you. And then we're going to take a drink. That's simple. Now, let's just feel. Let's see what's happening inside of our inner being. So when we take a nice big breath in through our nose, out of our mouth, center ourselves, we're connecting with those energies. We're allowing that water to transfer that energy within our being and let it do its work. I'm starting off with a counterclockwise swirl with my hand at the same time, or with my right hand. The same time my left hand is over my heart chakra. So that counterclockwise swirl itself is kind of the reversal of time. There we go, raising the energy. The transmutation of the energy as well. So we're just clearing those things out of your field. And then it switched to a positive or a clockwise swirl. That clockwise swirl is adding positive energy. Again, that connection at the heart chakra. We just cleared down the aura, down the body. And then you can't see this on camera, but I'm anchoring down into the ground, which is draining off any energy that no longer serves us. At the same time, we're clearing out that ear chakra. So we're getting that cleared out. I am taking this wand. I'm helping move the energy with this wand. It's assisting, right? And I'm going down the arm as well, clearing that energy out. Anything, there you go, pushing that energy out. As we push that energy out, notice I swiped up my hand, kind of grabbed it, and blew on it. Now that breath is a transmutation as well. It's like I take anything that's dense or heavy and just turn it into dust. Light as a feather, transmute it. There you go. Going forward, saying thank you. Very good. So I picked back up that wand. We're going to move on and we're going to go into that solar plexus. I'm going to move that camera for you a little bit more. We can see that solar plexus right there. Good. Now that solar plexus is located about where your belly button is. That is your willpower, your confidence, so on and so forth. So as we clear that out, we're literally clearing out our fears, our anxieties. Oh, getting bigger. Wow, we're clearing more of the outside of that field. Good job, you guys. This right here is a double helix going upwards. That's a DNA upgrade, opening up, receiving that. Very good. Feel expansion outwards. So nice. Good job, guys. Oh, and then I got liquid so high I almost fell over. Very good job. I love it. All right. Taking a nice big breath in through my nose, out through my mouth to center again. I am centering, and then my left hand, that receiving hand, your left hand is your receiving hand. That receiving hand went down to my sacral. Now your sacral chakra is about in your pelvic region, and it represents that self-love, that self-worth, that creative energy, that creation energy. We're just clearing anything out of there. Now this wand is still swirling like crazy right in that area. If you feel like you're getting thirsty and you need a little bit more boost of this energy, go ahead and take another swallow of water. Now, when we do this, definitely listen to your intuition. What do you feel? What are your senses telling you? If you're thirsty, take a drink of water. If you need to stand up and stretch, stretch. As we move our bodies, oh man, I just gotta stretch that out. You're actually opening up those parts of your body to help release whatever energy is stuck there. I guess we gotta go both sides now, and that's okay. Now, as we're doing this, we can actually increase the amount of energy that we're moving based on how we set our intention. So as we're moving this energy, just go ahead and add the intention. May we please release anything that is no longer serving us. Guides, may we please assist with the energies of the invasion wizard for my maximum benefit, for the highest good of all. I do feel a lot of grounding energy. The bottom of my feet just went bam, right into the ground, just heavily planted. Feels like almost elephantitis up my legs. That's okay. Those chakras on the bottom of your feet allow that energy to drain off. They're draining that heavy, dense energy out through your feet. I almost imagine like a popsicle melting, right? You're slowly draining that popsicle down. We're draining that, there, it's getting lighter. We're draining that energy out of the feet. I am going to ask at this time, may we please open up those chakras on the bottom of the feet for the highest good of those individuals on the call or watching later. Now we're doing that to help drain off that energy a little bit quicker. I always imagine a clogged bathtub. It takes a really long time for that clogged bathtub to drain. So open up that chakra and allow it drain at the appropriate speed. There you go. Going back into that sacral. Now again, that's your self-love. That's your self-worth. So let's assist with our intention and let's just say something, whatever resonates with you, but something along the lines of, may we please release, transmute any energy within the sacral that no longer serves us. May we please learn lessons that needed to be learned, close karmic cycles. And because it is a sacral, this is a little bit more of my personal, my human coming out. But may we please transmute any negative self-talk into positive self-talk. Help me understand, see, have clarity on how my words truly affect my body. And help me transmute the way that I talk to myself so that I can bring more positive energy to not only my body, my mind, and my soul. Very good. And now we are clearing out a lot of energy out of that throat, right? That throat chakra. That throat chakra allows us to speak our truth. So as we're clearing out that throat chakra, oh my goodness, we're going to clear out some of that negative self-talk. Thank you. Thank you for that healing. Thank you for that transformation. Thank you for bringing the positivity in my life and letting me see my true self-worth. Letting me see how much love I have to share. Thank you for that message. Notice that twirling sensation on that heart chakra. That means we're really transforming that heart chakra. I want to help assist that. There we go. I'm just asking my guides at this time, may we please assist in what is for the highest good of all. There you go. Raising that energy, bringing that strength, and notice that right side of me, that masculine side is just raising up. Nice. There we go. Same thing happening on that solar plexus, just that twirling of the wand. So as we bring in those positive words for ourselves, as we start talking that positive into our life. Oh, and they're also telling me, don't forget about your dreams. So remember to talk about the dreams in your life as well. But as we start bringing in that energy where we talk about our true self-worth and we talk that positivity into our life, we're transforming that solar plexus, right? We're speaking confidence into ourselves and we're transforming that. Okay, nice. Now I always go back to the experiment they did where they took two houseplants and they placed them within a school. And they asked the kids to talk nice to one and mean to the other. What happened? What happened is when they talked mean to the plant, it died. When they talked nice to the other one, it flourished. That's what we have to do within ourselves. we have to talk nice to ourselves so that we can flourish. And when we say those negative things, kind of like, you know what I'm saying? It's not so nice. Let's not do that. So let's remove those blockages within our throat chakra so we can talk positive to ourselves. We help heal that sacral. We open up that confidence in that solar plexus. And now we're not going to have any guilt about it. So let's start working on that heart chakra. That's the next thing they brought in. Notice I am getting a little teary. That's okay. That's just telling me the sadness. I know. I know. I can feel the sadness, the sorrow that individuals have been through. That's okay. I'm here to tell you I understand. And it's time that we can release that. Like, that's literally like time on a clock. So I just ask at this time, may we please release any energy. Oh, our guides hear us. May we please release any energy that no longer serves us. I'm going to bring in another energy right now to help support that. Funny because it's not the order that I actually put the wands in that I thought I was going to show you, but this one was laying next in the pile and it's called for right now. So perfect. We are bringing in divine feminine. Now, if we think about that divine feminine, that is the nurturing, that compassion, the understanding. That's what we need right now. My guides are saying yes. Perfect. So just start on that heart chakra. That's where I'm being guided to. There's a ton of weight just coming in on my hand right now. So I'm just going to ask that we clear any energy that no longer serves us. Notice I swiped down my arm, just kind of gathering that energy, pulling it out my hands and transmuting it into dust. Now that dust, I always imagine it's fertilizer for the things coming next, right? It's like when you have a prairie fire. You need that fire to come through and then new growth can come through. All right, picking back up that divine feminine. I guess I started working on it. Let's kind of take a step back. Let's program our water. So 3 taps. Setting the intention as well. May I please program my water with the divine feminine energy. Now again, if you don't have the wands, that's okay. We're just going to place our hands on either side of that cup, either side of that glass. Allow that energy to flow in there. And when you're ready, go ahead and take a drink. Now, just as a little tidbit, your left hand receives energy, your right hand gives energy. So when you place that glass between your hands, you're actually creating that circuit. And you're circulating that energy through there. Good job. So taking a nice big breath in through our nose, out through our mouth. Unless you're like me and your nose is a little clogged right now, but that's okay. So yeah, nice big breath in through your nose, out through your mouth. Connecting with that heart energy. Specifically, I was told to wear this necklace. This necklace is an amazing necklace. But if you look, it's actually a pine cone that's been kind of cut, right? You can see the little tiny tree inside of it. It's actually quite amazing. Get a little closer there. Love this necklace. That being said, it represents that new growth, that new birth. You can see literally the life beginning inside of it. So as we transform this energy on our heart chakra, that guilt, that shame, those things that have been weighing down our hearts, blocking our hearts from truly receiving the love that's around us, the love that we can give ourselves, the love that overpours to those people around you, your environment, the trees, the animals, all the things. As we transform that energy, as we break down those walls, we bring in that compassion, that nurturing of the divine feminine. Yes, they tell me. I'm tickled. Yes. As we bring that in, we're literally transforming our ability to create. There we go. DNA upgrade. Very nice. Now, if you Can't really see this on camera, but my hands go out like this. Big deal when I go out like that, right? Let me just pause for a second. Based on how my hands are tilted, it's like a funnel that you can calibrate to funnel more in or less in. So when my hands go outward, I literally hold it to receive the most as possible. If it's tilted like this, some of that falls off. So when we receive, we want to put it as parallel as possible. Now, when I say that, everybody has different physical abilities. If you can't physically do that, that's okay. We're going to set the intention that we receive maximum. Yep. There you go. Ooh, that was definitely, like, I feel my spine getting straighter. I'm just expanding upwards. I'm getting that higher connection to that divine, that heavenly energy. Yep. A lot of supports now going on in the sacral chakra. Notice the creation energy of the pine cone, that seed energy, removing those blockages of the heart, the things that keep us walled up. Excuse me, the heart walls. That, and I also burped, which meant removing things internally. A little bit of a bubble. Yep, they said it's time for a new one. A little bit of bubble in that throat chakra. I'm going to add another energy. I'm going to continue to work with this, but they're asking me to add another energy at this time. Okay, they're asking me to use quantum vacuum. Quantum vacuum. And that literally, oh, let's program it first. So take your water. 1, 2, 3. Setting the intention to please program my water with the energy of quantum vacuum. There we go. Again, if you have the wand, tap it 3 times. If you don't have the wand, that's perfectly okay. We're just going to place one hand on either side of the glass. Setting that intention, letting that energy flow. And your guides say thank you. We're going to take a water, so we infuse that water within our beings. Now, I do understand that we used 3 wands so far. That being said, all 3 of those all 3 of those wands are programmed in that water. Good. So this quantum vacuum, starting off with the heart chakra, I do feel like some stuck energy here, still bringing in the divine feminine with my left hand, just clearing that out. There we go, the higher heart chakra. Now the quantum vacuum, like I said, is exactly what it is. It cleans things out of our quantum field. Just sucks it right up. Now, as things are changing with the divine feminine, notice that wheel changing. My right hand is counterclockwise, swirling like crazy towards the ground. So this one's doing the change, you know, this one's cleaning up the mess. I guess my best example is like the divine feminine coming in, you know, getting new furniture, rearranging, blah, blah, and then the quantum vacuum going, let me take care of those, you know, boxes that came in. Let me take care of those, you know, plastic bags, all those things that come along with getting new things as you know, redesign, redecorate, upgrade. Yeah, just literally notice that upgrade, expansion, that integration as we breathe in through our nose, out through our mouth. Yes, 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 yes. We're just aligning with the energies, placing 2 energies on that main meridian that connects those chakras. Now I do have the divine feminine underneath that quantum vacuum. That means that feminine energy is supporting that quantum vacuum. So we're using that nurturing energy, that compassion energy. There we go. Divine Feminine is also a lot of healing energy as well. Expansion. Good. Thank you. Literally getting like clapping coming out of the heart. All right, do we have time for one more? Let me look. I think we do. All right, one more. So we did a lot of clearing energy. We brought in a lot of nurturing energy. Let's just step it up a notch. Fill all those voids with some light energy. So the next one we're actually going to use, it is called Maha. Now, Maha itself is a light energy. What it reminds me of is, I don't know, flowers, rainbows, all in Hawaii. You know, a lot of energy behind it, a lot of light. And so we're going to start there with that. And we did a lot of clearing, but let's just bring in some sunshine. So again, take your glass. If you have the Maha, that's great. If you don't, that's okay too. If you have it, we're going to tap the glass 3 times. As we set the intention, may I please infuse my water with the Maha energy at this time. If you don't, that's okay too. Again, hands on either side of the glass, asking the same thing. May I please infuse my water with the Maha energy at this time. Now we are raising that energy. There we go, infusing it. I can just going way up on my tippy toes, like very high. When you're called to, go ahead and take a drink. Now, if you don't get a direct, like, intuitive nudge to take a drink of water, just go ahead and ride along, right? Just go ahead and take a drink. When I take a drink, it's still working. It's just we're going to open up a little bit more of that when you're ready to get those little intuitive nudges. But it's okay. All right, we're already working. Okay. We're working on that left shoulder. What's interesting is the energy is pulling all the way down my left arm. Your left hand typically, not always, because this is metaphysics and anything could happen, but typically your left hand receives energy. So we're clearing out that energy, adding light. Notice the goosebumps. I don't know if you can see this, but crazy number of goosebumps right now. Adding light energy to what we receive. Very good. Upgrade, good. Oh, that's just like rainbows and sunshines on a Hawaiian vacation. Aloha. I don't even know if I said that right. Yes. Nice. Now this is opening up that crown chakra as well. I see huge expansion on that. So I'm just asking that in addition to that opening up the crown chakra, that we add light to our thoughts about ourselves, our thoughts about others, thoughts about our everyday lives, right? When if you think about, oh my goodness, my work is so stressful, that's not a light thought. It's not a positive thought. But if you think about my coworker's pretty nice, I really like hanging out with them and joking with them as I do my work. Those are 2 different thoughts, 2 different perspectives. So I'm just asking, let's please bring more positivity and light to our crown, to our thoughts. A lot more tingling sensation happening in that left hand. A lot more energy coming in. I do feel angelic wings coming out. So those of you who are human angels, thank you so much for being on the call today. Thank you for expanding your light energy. Thank you for sharing that light energy with others so that we can grow and expand, raise the consciousness of the entire universe. That raising the light energy. Bowing from the angels. Gratitude, 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 gratitude. Yes, thank you so much. All right, I love it. All right, so my name is Desirea. Thank you so much for working with me today. I love the fact that you're here to transform your lives with that alchemy energy, and I really look forward to seeing you next week. Many blessings.